Welcome back to the Vic Show. I know it's been a little while since we've had an episode, but I've been busy. So let's just dive right on into this because Jesus Christ, this is not going to be fun. Not today. No, no, no. Okay. Full name: Kai Jan Ebner. Okay. No nicknames. I can already tell from my cursory understanding of Warzone that's an operator's nickname. Good job, copycat. I do not appreciate the date format. However, I'm able to tell, hey, that's what fucking April 5. Yeah, that should. You guys totally didn't see that, but that's July 17th, 1993. Actually, would he be 29 if he was born in 93? 7. No, he'd be 30. Wait, 03 is 10. Yeah, he's pushing 30. Okay. Mesomorph around 70% of body fat. Most studies show that you need around, men in his age range need between 8 to 13%. Get fucked, nerd. Yes, the expected I have no mercy, look at me, I'm a fucking badass tattoo. This is some Latin quote that means like duty unto death or something. It's from fucking John Wick. He also has a plus mark on his left arm for every termination, starting with his first private mission. Large scar on his left shoulder. Yeah, what kind of scar? Is it a bullet wound? Is it a, burn wound? What kind of wound? Talk to me. Skin color, white. Helpful. Natural eye color, blue. Again, helpful. Brown. Well kept. Yeah, of course it's well kept. It's a fucking buzz cut. There was no hair for you to keep. Usually military wear, sometimes tech. First of all, nerd. Like, you fucking LARPer. LARPing ass motherfucker. Sometimes tech. What does that mean? Like fucking cyberpunk? I don't know. Oh, great. A fucking gear queer. Okay. An HK416 with, I believe that's a handle, a flashlight, a suppressor, and a laser sight. Okay. Glock 18. Modified to go full auto. Oh my fucking god. The Glock 18. Oh my god, this guy understands very little on how guns work. Because, I mean, I can't show it right now, but I'm searching up fucking Glock 18 on Google right now on my phone. Because I'm like 98% sure that the Glock 18 can go full auto. Yeah, that's not a standard configuration with the Glock 18 is, you go safe, semi-auto, full auto. It's the fucking Glock. Oh my god. 2 smoke grenades, 4 spare mads for HK416, so 556 mads, because guess what? The HK416 uses 556 NATO magazines. Why? Because they're fucking useful, and you don't need to reinvent the wheel here. 4 spare mags for Glock 18, 1 radio, and M9 kept. So he has 2 pistols. Gear queer motherfucker. Gold spray can. Gold spray can. I'm trying to think about how this would be useful in a combat environment, but I am drawing a blank. Black tactical military vest with attached pouches for items, so a plate carrier. Combat G3 black outfits, and quad night visions. Black combat goggles, black scarf covering face, loadout 2. God, this is gay. Not gay, but gear queer. God damn, I don't care. Just tell me what guns he has. Relevant attachments. I don't need the fucking brands. I don't need all the fucking. I don't need to know every goddamn scratch on this weapon. Stop. Just fucking stop. Please. Psychological info. God, that was painful to read. Kai is a person who usually doesn't care for a lot of people unless it's his work or team. He is cold hearted, giving out short responses. Kong is always dedicated to his work and his missions. He was someone happy, but that he used to be happy. Now he's not. Even though he can be happy. What the absolute fuck was the point of this sentence? Literally, literally none. There was no point. He was so unhappy, but that changed, even though he can be happy. That there was no need for this sentence whatsoever. It's usually when he's alone listening to music and modifying his weapons or putting together models. These three, the tone shift is dramatic. Modifying his weapons. Motherfucker, this isn't the fucking, Warzone gunsmith. Modifying, once you create a weapon, you figure out what you like on it. You don't touch it. You just maintain it to that standard. Jesus fucking Christ, you're not modifying it. You're not this again. This isn't the fucking Warzone gunsmith. Stop. Likes silence, violence, classical music, well-behaved people. Ah, yes, he likes silence. He likes violence. He's a fucking psychopath. Psychopath. Yeah, yeah. Classical music, well-behaved people. Okay, so he's fucking normal on the last one, well-behaved people. Ah, yes, I like it when people just don't, take shits on my lawn and start throwing around like a goddamn chimpanzee. Overconfident people, Kiwis. Again, for the first one, it's just normal. Arrogance is not desirable. Kai's weakness is his past, the family he lost. Oh, boo-hoo, cry me a fucking river. He also fears Kiwis. The birds, not the fruit. That's an important distinction. Department. Epsilon 11 is not the department. It is a group underneath the Mobile Task Force Department. Goddamn. Department rank Corporal, 6 years of service, level 3 clearance, Charlie. Personnel class, blah, blah, blah. Pretty standard, except for, the fact that Epsilon 11 is not the department. It is a sub-department. Illness, insomnia. Not combat effective. Jesus fucking Christ. Allergies, kiwis. Overall physical health, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, in the corner we have Gary Sue, number 17,605,987. Overall mental health could be better. Yeah, what kind of elaboration? That, you can't just say, oh, it could be better. You could just put fine or normal, something, anything. A larger art, usually when he has time off and is tired. Breaking news, man sleeps when he's tired. Oh my god, this is just... God, I can't... Oh, good, it's almost over. Kai grew up in Germany with his parents and two siblings, had a happy childhood, and loved his parents from usual. From usual, he was the kid that wasn't locked a lot by others. He was considered an outsider to others. I would ask why, but children are needlessly cruel sometimes, okay? He learned to live with it either way and made his life the support of his parents and siblings, blah, blah, blah. Though at the age of 16, that was taken away from him due to his family dying to the mafia. They had been killed on his eyes as the parents were past time to pay back the money they had loaned. First of all, money that they owed. Second of all, so the mafia, which wants the money from these people, kills them, further denying them the ability to pay back said money because now they're fucking dead. Genius. Fucking geniuses. God, this reeks of plot contrivance. That broke Kai after 2 years living in a foster home. He signed up to the German military. The German armed forces are a conscription service. There is no volunteering. You serve the fatherland, and then you go be a civilian when you're done with that. Whatever. At first, he wasn't the best or any good in his first months. He was on the verge of even being thrown out due to his trauma getting after him. If it was to that point where it affected him, he wouldn't have been allowed in because he's fucking useless. He's fucking broken already. He's no good to them. Oh my fucking god, I'm getting more annoyed than I should. He usually failed all of his trainings. After a year of training, he considered taking. He could after 3 years of just hoofing it with his own issues, he said, maybe, maybe I just maybe get some help. Ah yes, let me just undo 3 years of trauma from my parents being killed in 2 months. Cunt waffle. God, this reeks of plot contrivance. From someone some and weak to another person, that nothing matters, and began working out in his free time. Those two things are not connected. Nihilism, at least, is not good because guess what? Things matter. Shocker. That was the moment he began to get. I'm about to just fucking blow my brains out with this metaphorical 44 I have loaded right next to me because goddamn, I do not want to read this anymore. This is bad. And you know what I know? This gets worse. Oh yes, dear viewers, it gets worse. Let's continue. After two, blah blah blah, he had. That was the moment he began getting triggered. Imagine that. Over time, he was considered one of the best of his age at the moment. Plot contrivances, delusions of grandeur, sure. Almost everyone was amazed with the dedication and results he was given. So let me get this straight. After a year of riding the struggle bus, of having to wear a fucking helmet on the school bus, he's suddenly one of the best. Yeah, I don't believe that. After after 4 years, he finished. Ah, after 4 years, he finished. Okay, this the way this is worded confused my brain for a second. After 4 years, he finished the specialized training for the fucking German special forces. He, so he was trained, mission evidently mission capable, and he just said, "Nah, adios." And the group that had just sunk 4 years of training time into him said, "Yeah, whatever. There's no legally binding contract. There's no duty to your country. No, let me go be a fucking you know hitman because I'm edgy and I'm cool. Look at me. I'm fucking German John Wick." Doing private requests for high placed people in the society, getting rid of various enemies for others, or just political enemies. So he's a terrorist for hire. Because that's the textbook definition of terrorism: using violence to achieve political means. Now he would actually, now that I think about it, he wouldn't be a terrorist, but his employers would be terrorists because they are paying him to do violence with the underlying message of this is to push forward some sort of fucking laws or whatever, political shit. I don't know. He did it for a pretty long time. It was 1 year is a short time, motherfucker. Getting around 3 missions a month. 3 missions a month. You think eventually people start realizing, hey, people are dying at an alarming rate because that's 12 people in a single year. So he even has a fucking calling card. This dude is just fucking mental. He was known for marking his targets after they were terminated with a little crown sprayed on the floor or on the wall forward near the target. It was. Ah, yes. I love. I love. God, this story makes me want to just tear out my eyes, blend them together, and pour them down the drain because they're not doing me any favors. Sheets like these make me pray that the Separate God takes away my ability to read. In charge of all objects or fights. Simple guard. I think that's a, warden job, not a fucking glorified beat cop. After 6 months of keeping the whole person calm, he was noticed by some mysterious organization. It was the SCP Foundation. He didn't know at the time, but decided to take the risk. Blah, blah, blah. This is just crap. I'm not reading this. I'm not subjecting myself to this. I'm just not. Focus and determination. I don't know why, but that that line seems to strike me again with another John Wick reference, which is ugh. He doesn't like. He also doesn't like showing off his face. Blah blah blah. Fucking wannabe Warzone operator. I give this character a 4 out of 10. Please, Saprigat, take away my ability to read. Please.